Today, we are going to be talking about chia seeds. More specifically, what it is composed of down to the chemical level, and how it can be used in your diet. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is not made to particularly persuade anyone to change their diet. I have merely done some research and wanted to share with you guys. These tiny black seeds that come from the Salvia hispanic plant have grown huge commercially. But have you ever wondered what makes these seeds considered so healthy and such a versatile ingredient? Well, today we are going to talk about the chemistry of the seed. Chia seeds are known to contain a high amount of polyunsaturated fatty acids, the primary one being alpha-linoleic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid found in plants. Okay, so I just said some words. Let's clear up and define a few things. I'm going to get into polyunsaturated fats in a moment, but just know that omega-3 is a type of polyunsaturated fat, and this alpha-linoleic acid is a type of omega-3 acid. Now, let's jump into fats and what makes them chemically different. When some people hear fats, they turn away because they think of this stuff. But fats, good fats, are incredibly important. You need them for energy, cell growth, and normal brain function, and a number of other body processes. So what is a good fat? I'm sure you have heard of the three classifications of fat: unsaturated, saturated, and trans fat. Let's start with trans fat. This is considered the worst of the three. Trans fat has a hard time being broken down by the body. It is kind of like me when there's an exam question I've never seen. I've never been exposed to it, so I don't really know how to deal with it. The chemical structure in the trans fat contains a trans double bond that is not so natural for the body to encounter, and the body can't really break it down. So trans fat builds up easily and can cause huge cardiovascular problems, which I will talk about soon. Saturated fats are also very difficult to break down because of their linear chemical structures. See how it's straight? They are able to pile together and come close to each other, increasing their own attraction to each other, increasing something called intermolecular forces. Think of these as social molecules that make friends with each other, and they're always together. It is very difficult to break their friendship. The same way, the body's ability to break this molecule apart is minimal. Basically, for the body, trans and unsaturated fat is a very sturdy molecule that doesn't break down. On the other hand, we have unsaturated fats that are much more easy to break down because they have a bent chemical structure. Unsaturated fats are like your antisocial molecules that don't really make friends, so they keep a distance from each other. See the zigzag shape? They are unable to line up and attract each other so strongly because each unsaturated fat molecule is more far apart. So the body has a much easier time breaking down unsaturated fats, unlike saturated and trans fat. Now, we talk about the consequences. This fat would build up and create plaque on the arteries, the things that carry blood, and that would constrict the vessel and eventually block it with the blood clot, making it harder for the blood to travel around the body, possibly leading to a heart attack. This is what happens when you have high cholesterol. This is called atherosclerosis. Other than being a name that took me a while to pronounce, it is very dangerous. And if this plaque builds up on something like the carotid artery in the neck, which supplies blood to the brain, that can lead to stroke. And symptoms include paralysis, weakness, declining vision, trouble reasoning. This plaque can also build up on the renal artery, which brings blood to the kidney, declining kidney function. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that they have this plaque buildup until they have a stroke or a heart attack. Okay, so clearly that was a big detour from chia seeds, but we need to understand what exactly makes each fat different. Furthermore, omega-3, the type of unsaturated fat that chia seeds are full of, are actually known to decrease that cholesterol fat concentration in the blood, so the whole plaque situation is more unlikely to happen. To put it simply, a daily dose of omega-3 would help you to not lose function of organs, and you would have better blood circulation. Another important thing in chia is the alpha-linoleic acid, a type of omega-3 acid. It is very important for the skin because it helps create ceramides, a lubricant, needed for the structure of the epidermis, the outermost layer of the skin. And this lubricant is necessary for retaining water and keeping out dirt and irritants. So this will help clear skin. Who knew chia could help moisturize? Since we don't synthesize A-linoleic acid, it is something we need to ingest, and chia is a very good source of it. Along with this, chia seeds also contain a high amount of dietary fiber, which helps us feel full for a longer time because it digests slowly, so it stays in the stomach longer. So chia is also a good choice for weight loss. And it helps keep blood sugar levels from rising greatly because it slows the absorption rate of sugar. That is why chia is known to improve blood sugar levels. Fiber also helps clean out bacteria from the intestine. Furthermore, chia supplies minerals like calcium, potassium, and magnesium needed for essential bodily processes. Besides all the health benefits, it can also be a very tasty and versatile ingredient. So let's get to the fun part and look at some ways to incorporate it into food. You could put it in practically any dessert: cake, pudding, ice cream, oatmeal. It adds good texture. You can put it in a smoothie. And when soaked in milk, it can become a pudding. You just need to add some sweetener of some sort and any other desired toppings. Many sources also say that for vegan diets, it even has the capacity to substitute for eggs.